It's Animal time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number 399. It's Aqua from KonoSuba, KonoSuba 2 to be precise. This is not a character, this character looks amazing. The design, the faces, the fireball, everything about this figure just screams yes. So, you know, I don't want to waste any time with any backstory and whatnot, so let's have a look at Aqua. But yeah, a little bit of backstory though. Actually, I wasn't going to get this character, but there's a lot of hype surrounding her, and as I was saying, the more I looked at it, the more I looked at the accessories and the overall design, I was like, you know what, let's give her a try. And she has blue hair. I'm a sucker for blue hair, I'm just saying that right now. She stands at 13 centimeters to the top of her head, which would mean a little over 5 inches tall. But if we're going to the tippy top of her hair, that would be 14 and a half, a little shy of 6 inches tall. So around 5 to 6, depending on where you want to look at. Overall design of the figure, we got the animal eyes. I mean, it's Figma. The day Figma doesn't do animal eyes right, I quit, seriously. Very nice, very vibrant, has a lot of detail in there, and lots of blue tones. Then for the hair, has, well, single blue tone. There is no shading going on. The ball inside of it is not rotatable, it's not movable at all. It is shiny, so it really distincts itself from the hair, and the mold of it, it is nice, it is flowing. It is a little bit disrupted though due to the articulation in the back. But overall, clean, good looking. What's unfortunately not clean and good looking is the paint. So I've looked over the figure beforehand, and there's a lot of paint bleeding. I mean, you can tell this is not the cleanest white line that goes over it. And it's the old issue of painting something like this, dark blue, and painting white over it. It never comes out good. It's unclean, and over here it's even like not... It doesn't seem like cover up the blue very well. That's a problem, and here it really falls apart around the shoulders. And there's more, like there's this part over here, really bad, and just very, very disappointing actually. Even the yellow, everything, also the yellow that goes around the skirt. I don't need to tell you much more about how awful this looks. This is really, really bad. Really, really bad paint job. The design is cool, the mold is cool, let's not take anything away from that. And I like the see-through pieces around the neck and around the skirt, but yeah, the paint is just not good. So pantsu time also. She has a big butt, which is appreciated, but she has pantsu. Why does she have pantsu? I mean, she doesn't have pantsu in the show, you can't really see it, never ever. And rumor has it that she makes her pantsu go invisible because she doesn't want anybody to see it. But wait, if you don't have pantsu, you see a lot more than that. Alright, cancel it. But back to the figure itself, yeah, the paint job is just sloppy and not nice. So for the articulation, I'm gonna start off with the head. It goes forward to the back. Well, not really because of the hair, but you can move that out and then it goes up. It does tilt side to side, and it would go all the way around, but again, well, actually, again, I'm getting it all the way around right now. Then we have a hinge in the hair, so that moves up and down. It is soft-ish on the side over here, but those pieces are attached, so it's kind of like a multi-piece thing. It does go up fairly well, it does go down. I mean, it's angled, so it doesn't really get in the way. Now for the shoulder, double ball combination, standard stuff. You have a ball in the chest and one in the shoulder, so you can rotate that all the way around and goes up and down. We have bicep swivel, single hinge in the elbow and another ball hinge at the hand, back, forth rotation. Torso articulation, I mean the chest has some wiggle motion, goes around, forward, back, and does tilt side to side. For the legs, this is not soft plastic, this is all hard plastic, the see-through part and the blue part. But yeah, that means not really a lot. But what I meant to say is you can pull this out, tuck it back in, you have some movement in that, so it helps a little bit, but still, yeah, forward doesn't really go that far, back, okay, to the side, but that's only if you pull it out. If you tuck it back in, there's like really not a lot going on. Rotation also at the legs, rotation at the stocking, the thigh, basically thigh swivel. So what I'm trying to say, simple ball hinge in the knee and another ball hinge at the shoe, forward, back. And I can't really get it to go side to side. Well, really just a little bit. I'm afraid the ball will break. It's really limited. It doesn't seem to have any room to really rotate around. Now for the accessories, I'm gonna start off with my favorite part of this figure, the faces. Oh my god, the faces. Yeah, that's Aqua in two faces, isn't it? Like the evil smile with the tears coming out. This one's so good. And then the panicking, like, oh no, don't be mean to me, even though I'm a little bit of a, you know, cunt. Then we have the hands. Got fist hands, open hands to hold the staff, and thumbs up hands, and the two hands for the fans. The hands for the fans. These two fans actually, and this one's already disconnecting. Simple stuff. But I like the water sprout that's coming out of it, which is just, you just kind of clamp it on there. It's not on there very tightly, but you know, if you want to display them without the water sprouts, you can. I really would have preferred just to have the water sprouts tightly in there. I'm not a fan of that flimsy stuff. Then we have the fireball, which looks super great. I mean, seriously, like, which goes into like see-through, red, orange, into like a non-see-through tone, and have this nice thing on the front. Then you got the staff, regular white staff with the flower on top. It's kind of like a tulip, a little tulip, which you can switch out with the open one. Now it doesn't look like a tulip. All right, flowers anyway. But nicely done, nicely painted, and I like the option of switching it around. And for those of you who don't know, you still also get every Figma bag with every figure, and the base is also always into it. I kind of forget recently to mention that, but for those of you who are not really knowingly into Figma, so now you know. Anyway, final thoughts of this figure. What do we say about Aqua? Well, I mean, I can't, alright? I really can't. I love the design. The accessories are godlike, and it really, like, the faces are something. I see a lot of people face swapping, and that's one of the cool features. With Figma, you can put this hat on basically every other figure. And also the faces, you can play around with a lot of them Figmas. They are really swappable. So these faces are gold. But unfortunately, just the paint. The paint is horrible. The paint is really, really bad, and really everything, all the good things don't really save it. Also, I don't really agree with the double ball combination over here. It should be smaller, but it's really sticking out. I can't really hide it. I'm trying to push it in, but it's always kind of there, and it's kind of annoying me, so that's another thing. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I cannot really recommend this one because of the paint. Everything else is great, and if you're saying, well, the paint doesn't look that bad, that's fine, go ahead and pick her up, but I really like this. How can you tell me this is not that bad? And it sucks because the mold is great too. I love the mold in the skirt and everything, so also the butt. Butt's really great. But yeah, I mean, still, paint is bad, and I cannot recommend this figure, unfortunately. Sorry, Aqua. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Aqua wants.